And now we make another sharp turn to Pakistan, whose new prime minister is set to speak here tomorrow. Despite a complicated relationship, the United States considers Pakistan an ally, but President Trump is threatening to change that. Shahid Khan Abbasi met face-to-face with Vice President Pence yesterday, and he sat down with me just moments ago for his first international TV interview. Prime Minister Abbasi, welcome to the program.
Thank you, man. Pleasure to be here.
You are here in the United States at a pretty bad point in Pakistan-American relations, it seems to me. The President of the United States himself has accused Pakistan of, quote, housing the very terrorists that we are trying to fight. What is your response to that?
Well, the relationship has its ups and downs.
Today, down?
Well, it's how you look at it.
How do you look at it?
Well, we believe that this relationship is not defined only by Afghanistan. It's a 70-year-old relationship. And we've always been an ally, especially a partner in the war against terror. And that's how we look at it. We may have differences of opinion, especially on the modalities of how we operate. We want to work with the U.S. to counter this menace of terrorism.
Well, let's drill down on that, because that's precisely what the U.S. says that you're not doing enough. You say one thing, but perhaps you don't believe it. I don't mean you personally, I'm saying the system. Yeah. That, for instance, one of your former ambassadors here has said, this is the first time in your long alliance that a U.S. president has ever gone on television and made such a statement, indicating that they are at the end of their rope.
Well, we don't look at it that way. I think, like I said, there are differences of opinion on how to operate in that region. We have fought a war against terrorism. We have suffered huge casualties. Even today, 200,000 soldiers are fighting the war against terror.
So the question people have is whether the Pakistani system, not just the government, but the military, intelligence, etc., believes that this terror is the existential threat you face, or whether you are stuck in the paradigm believing that India is the existential threat.
No, well, terror is a threat to everybody. For us, India was the force that we have fought 3 wars with. India is a threat to Pakistan. We accept that. They are a nuclear power. We have to defend ourselves several times against India.
You have nuclear weapons as well.
We developed nuclear weapons against the threat that India posed.
The United States is right now undergoing a policy shift towards your region. We don't know the exact endpoint where they'll reach, but they're considering dropping Pakistan as an ally in this regard. Already the administration has suspended several $100 million worth of military aid, and there could be more of this cut-off coming. Do you at least acknowledge that there is a problem, that they believe that you are housing, as I said, the very terrorists they're fighting? And even one of your previous ambassadors said that when he asked the government to be honest with the U.S. about this issue, the government admitted that it does house and support Afghan militants, those fighting in Afghanistan, citing the India threat.
Well, like I said, there's a difference of opinion. We are a partner in the war against terror.
I see, I'm not going to get anything out of you on this. So let me ask you, what are you going to do in response to the United States' potential actions, dropping you as an ally, continuing to cut off military and potentially other civilian aid to your country?
We have met Vice President Pence yesterday, and we have explained our role in this to him, just like I'm explaining it to you.
What will your response be if there is a significant shift by the United States?
We don't expect a significant shift. We are willing to work with the U.S. to fight the war against terror. The enemy is the same.
Okay, let me move on to another issue which is very much in the news right now. And that, of course, is the nukes. It's the worry about North Korea. It's the worry about even the U.S. pulling out of the Iran nuclear deal. I mean, obviously, throughout this period of the North Korean build-up, we even know that the father of the Pakistani nuclear bomb has said that, expertise and the like went to North Korea. What is your concern right now? It's your region that's in the crosshairs. What can be done to rein in North Korea, do you think?
I think North Korea needs to submit to the international regulatory authorities, and it needs to be a responsible citizen. We have not contributed anything to North Korea's program. That should be very clear. And we have always stressed upon North Korea to behave responsibly as per the world community wants. And we have also condemned their recent tests, nuclear and missile tests.
Are you concerned? Are you concerned by the activities coming out of Pyongyang, and where do you think it might lead?
No, definitely it's a cause of concern.
You've just come in as Prime Minister, new Prime Minister in Pakistan. This is your first, I think, meetings and first encounters with President Trump. You know, a lot of world leaders are trying to figure out how best to navigate that relationship and what to take from President Trump and his tweets and his statements and his comments. Does that confuse you sometimes? Do you find it easy to figure out what's coming out of the White House?
Well, it's a different way that the policy is articulated, I must say that. And we're trying to work with President Trump. We listened to his viewpoints, we listened to his speech yesterday, we listened to his policy statements. And I think as Pakistan, we need to work with the US on issues that relate to the world, especially terror.
And just when you get away from all the stress and the trials and tribulations of governing, I understand you're a keen skydiver.
I am a pilot, mostly been a pilot for about 40 plus years. Skydiving has also been a passion, but I think I've gotten too old for that now.
So you won't be doing that on weekends?
Not anymore, I think.
Prime Minister Abbasi, thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Thank you.